Young Kenyans are protesting on the streets again, and once more, they're angry at the death of one of their own. They say at the hands of the authorities. This time, it's Albert Ojwang's name they're calling. He was a teacher and blogger who was arrested for publishing supposedly false claims about the deputy police chief and found dead in his police cell. Watching Ojwang's father on TV is a horror for Gillian Munyao and Crispin Odawa. Their son Rex was shot and killed at a protest a year ago.
Sometimes I watch whatever is happening on TV there. My tears always comes.
It's so painful that we are trying to heal, then come another bombshell of Ojwang.
Rex Masai Kanyike was the first person to die during last year's so-called Gen Z protests against a controversial finance bill. Rex's parents show us where he died.
You could trace the blood from where he was.
From where he was shot.
There, to this place. Then some, when they were crossing the road.
Boniface Mwangi, a prominent activist, arrived at the clinic that evening and found Rex's family and friends standing over his body.
It unlocked emotions that I've never had before. And then we had to be there for the family. We organized a fundraiser for the family. And we thought Rex was the first and the last person to be shot. And then a couple of days later, on June 25th, the government killed more people.
Rex's death became integrated into the protests. They grew, and eventually people stormed the parliament building. That's when security forces fired on them. Kenya's police watchdog IPOA is investigating 60 deaths and 233 injuries connected to police conduct during the 2024 protests. Criticized for being ineffective and intransparent, IPOA says the police often do not cooperate.
For example, an incident may happen near a police station, or there's a demonstration in a county or somewhere else, and somebody is killed. Who was issued which gun? Those are very basic information that you require before you even start investigations. But the law says the officer of the police station needs to cooperate.
There are some signs of consequences. 6 men, including 3 police officers, are now facing murder charges in connection with Albert Ojwang's death, and Kenya's deputy police chief has stepped aside while an investigation is underway. But the violence is not stopping. During protests against Ojwang's death, DW cameras caught the shooting of a young vendor in the head on video. 2 police officers were arrested as a result.
The police officer who did that particular shooting was masking his face. That's even illegal. So a lot of illegalities. So as a protester, you have to know that when you go to the streets, you're going to deal with goons, militia, and police officers disguised in goons' clothes or civilian clothes.
The National Police Service denies working with such groups. Rex's case is one of only 2 of the 60 deaths from last year to make it to an official inquest in court. Rex's parents and other families had hoped for police support to commemorate the anniversary of last year's deaths.
We want to plant flowers for our fallen heroes. We want to have prayers for our kids to mark that 1 year down the line. Are we supposed to keep quiet?
Rex's mother says she's not going to keep quiet and has vowed to march for justice for him and the others.